Here we are in our fourth round. I would like very much to be on the play. Ooh, this hand seems good. Let's see. Turn 1, City of Traders. Or, excuse me, it would be turn 1, City of Traders, Vault Scourge, Signal Pest, Mox Opal. Turn 2, play Equip Cranial. So yeah, I like this hand. Alternatively, turn 1, Blink Moth, Vault Scourge, Signal Pest. No, it'd be turn... No matter what, I'm going to be able to turn to equip the Cranial, so I think it's going to be a little better to just keep around my fast mana. As now next turn, I can play Equip Cranial and play Signal Pest. My opponent is forcing, however, so that makes me a little sad. Pitching Force a Will, pitching Force a Will. I do like that at those odds. Opponent plays Basic Island. Okay, Etch Champion is not bad either, but we're going to go with Signal Pest and Arcbound. Brainstorm. I hope we're not playing against another combo deck. Basic Island. So next turn we can play Equip Cranial. Another Force a Will. Pitching Dig Through Time. So maybe it is a combo deck. My opponent has spent 3 Force a Wills though, which I do like. Polluted Delta. Oh, please do not Cabal Therapy me. Okay, good. Maybe it's Grixis Delver or something. Another Arcbound. Yeah, let's play Cranial. Actual counterspell. So nothing I can do. My opponent is very low on resources, though, having traded most of them for mine. Next turn, we'll try and play the Arcbound again. Yeah, this looks like a Grixis sort of deck. Dak Faden. Oh man, that's going to suck. Yeah, now you win my Signal Pest, but I will kill Dak Faden next turn. Can I at least resolve an Ornithopter? Only one card in hand. Let's go ahead and try and play the Arcbound. Let's attack Dak Faden. Main deck Dak Faden. That is not good for me. Next turn I can play Etch Champion. Fortunately, my opponent only has my Signal Pest, which will be good if he's playing Young Pyromancer. Cabal Therapy. Naming what, I wonder? You can name... Well, he's probably going to be taking this Etch Champion no matter what, but then he has no cards in hand. I actually don't even know what he named. But now I can sacrifice the Signal Pest and grab my Etch Champion. But now he has nothing, so I'm going to be able to get in for 2 damage here. Go ahead and play this Midnight. Could make it 3 damage, but I just don't think it matters right now. Although, truth be told, the Ornithopter is not doing much right now. I do like Vault Scourge. No, I did not want to do that. Okay, good. It did it the way I wanted it to. So now I guess I do want to go ahead and sacrifice it, having drawn into another flyer. And what, pray tell, will my opponent be doing? Lightning Bolt on Arcbound. Do I save Arcbound? No, I will sacrifice the... I don't really want to deprive myself more mana. But I think we're okay to sacrifice the Mox Opal. And then put these counters onto the Vault Scourge. And that way I have an unboltable Vault Scourge. Unless my opponent top decks another Dak Faden, we should be good. Maybe I should have played around that. Cataxian Probe, okay. Preordain, okay. More Cataxian Probes. My opponent does not appear to be a combo deck, though. It looks like perhaps some sort of Delver deck. Darksteel Citadel. No real reason to play it. Swing for 6. So my opponent only has a couple turns here. Is this dig through time? Okay. That makes me feel pretty good. Brainstorm, alright. So what am I bringing in? Definitely Etch Champion. Definitely Phyrexian Revoker. Because I don't want Dak Faden stealing those. Probably can take out... Contested Warzone might be good. Arcbound Worker is probably not that great. Thorn of Amethyst might be good. But I think the Etch Champions will be a little better. Let's take out those and a Midnight. Alright, let's see where this gets us. My opponent is on the play this game. This hand is great. We have turn 1 Chalice. Unless my opponent forces it, in which case I'm fine with that. Okay, good. I was like, my opponent must have something here. So we're going to play a turn 1 Chalice for 1. Hopefully lock our opponent out of the game a little bit. My opponent could force this, and he is. Pitching Dak Faden, though, so not the end of the world. Next turn we can play Revoker Signal Pest, or some variation thereof. Well, since my opponent didn't do anything, let's see, if I could play Revoker, well, probably not Revoker. I could play Arcbound, Darksteel, Signal Pest. I would not have enough for Frogmite, though. Or I could play Ancient Tomb, Arcbound, Signal Pest. No, I don't think that's good either. I think we're going to play Blinkmoth Nexus, Arcbound, Signal Pest. So my opponent missed a land drop last turn. Doesn't seem too bad. Next turn we can play Darksteel, Revoker, Frogmite, and swing for 2. Yeah, and this turn I will definitely be wanting to play targeting that. Okay. Okay. Got 2 for 2'd, so not horrible. Contested Warzone. Let's name Dak Faden. Costs 3, so let's just play Darksteel. 2. Next turn we can play the Contested Warzone, fire up the Blink Moth, and attack for 6. Young Pyromancer. Arcbound. I do like that. So now I don't want to play the Contested Warzone. I could attack with the Revoker. No, I think it'd be better to just block with Arcbound. I want to keep the Arcbound loose. Pondering. Just fine. Yeah, last game my opponent just had too many Force of Wills. I know that sounds wrong, but he pitched a Force to a Force, then he pitched something else to it, and he forced again, he had to pitch something else, and by that point, you know, I was just so far ahead. Now let's attack my opponent for 5. Actually, do I attack with the Arcbound? I think not still. Ooh, I can't even really Contested Warzone here without dealing myself 2 damage, and I don't really want to do that, so I will not. Lightning Bolt targeting Blink Moth Nexus. Let's go ahead and sacrifice that to Arcbound. So that's 2 bolts down on for my opponent. Now I have a 2/2 blocker. I suppose I might be getting this Contested Warzone taken away from me, which would not be good. Is this a dig through time? Indeed it is. So now I wish I'd brought in my GTA, but with the deck Faden, it might be a bit of a liability because it's actually pretty good against my deck as well. Just thinking. I probably need a, well, not Midnight. I probably need Etch Champion to close this game out. I don't want my opponent to keep getting tokens, so I am going to go ahead and send these 2 guys into the fray. Lightning Bolt, targeting what? Frogmite. Sure, I'll sacrifice that to Arcbound. It's 3 bolts for my opponent. Right, yep. Unfortunately, my opponent is now going to get control of the Contested Warzone. If he attacks with everything, he might not, so that is good. Pithing Needle, naming Arcbound, no doubt. Probably should have sacked something in response. I need to draw something good. Need to draw Steel Etch Champion. Steel Overseer is not bad. See if it gets countered. Nope. My opponent only has 1 more bolt in his deck, unless he can snap bolt. Now I have Steel Overseer. Is this Lightning Bolt? Rakdos Charm. Okay. Couldn't have done anything about that. So now it feels like my opponent is definitely going to get this Contested Warzone. Preordain. Okay. Probably should have attacked last turn. Well, the good news is I can still modular onto the Ornithopter if I need to. Vault Scourge. Don't mind that. Gets forced. Force pitching force. Yeah, this game is getting a little out of hand. Is my opponent going to start attacking now? I think now's a good time, yeah. No, I guess not. I would like to draw a Cranial. Frogmite. Not the worst. Yeah, I feel like my opponent is pretty favored to win at this point, since he's able to just keep creating tokens. And of course he's in blue, so that never hurts. We'll have a rousing game 3 at the very least. Colgan's Command. Destroy target artifact, deal 2 damage. That's not good. Yeah, I can't even react with the Arcbound. This is for 6. Now it's like, can't even worry about Dak Fade anymore. Didn't realize I needed to stack these. Just tap it. Alright, we've lost this game. Let's go to the next one. Contested Warzone seems like a huge liability in this game. Kind of want to take one out, bring it back in a Memnite. Maybe bring in a Caracas and a Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. Because, yeah, it's just such a huge liability. I'd rather just not play it. And unfortunately, we can board 3 of them out and bring in 3 additional lands. Whew. So, yes, I will be on the play for the final game. This hand is great. We're going to go Chalice for 1. My opponent will have to force it. Is not able to. Next turn, Phyrexian Revoker and Cranial. Let's go ahead and attempt to cast Mox Opal. So actually, we can go Phyrexian Revoker named Dak Faden. Then play as champion, which is getting forced. Next turn, we will be able to play and equip Cranial. Ooh, I do like drawing Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. And of course, this guy is unboltable. So now we might be in this game. Just a little bit. Do like Frogmite. Let's go ahead and play our last City of Traders. Swing 7. Alright. And we win our 4th round. Thank you guys so much for watching today. We finished 3-1 in this Legacy tournament with Ashok Chaturi's Legacy Affinity deck. The only change I've really made is I'm playing the Blinkmoth Nexai over the Mishra's Workshops, and I'm playing an additional contested Warzone over the Gaia's Cradle, which I'm hoping to pick up soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the content today. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I hope to see you again here on Gwarzalez Magic.